Saeed, Man United 0, Watford 0. I don't know. We just we couldn't get it done. There were chances to be one up, 2 up. Didn't take them, and the game just petered out.
Yeah, man. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard enough. Simple, absolutely simple. Sissoko, Boston midfield. For me, what did I say to you about a month ago? Psychologically, top 4 is done. And could you agree with me on there? Yeah, there you go, mate. And for the viewers out there, it's done, mate. Mathematically, it's possible. I always said that, you know what I mean? Like I said to you, but this top 4 race is done, mate. No blame on the manager. There's certain decisions that I will question him on, but you know, for me, the game should be wrapped up in the first half. That's why I say no blame on the manager. The game should have been wrapped up. Everybody put their feet up. The sun's out. It's glorious sunshine at Old Trafford. You're thinking 4-0 easily first half. Again, the similar pattern, mate. Don't take your chances and you don't deserve to win the game. We had gilt-edged opportunities. Bruno Fernandes has to square it to Ronaldo. He has to. It doesn't matter how bad Ronaldo's form is. You have to square it. Bruno must do better with a chance. Well, there you go. Someone saying it's fucking shit in the background. But it is, though. It's simple as that. We don't deserve top 4. It's as simple as that. It is as simple as that, mate. Psychologically, these players, I don't know what's wrong with them. I keep saying it. Either we've got the worst psychological, psychologists that Ralph Rangnick has brought, or these players are just not simply listening to what's being said of them. You know, the second half, absolutely crazy. It's like, for me, you know the worst thing about it is that they didn't care. You know, it was almost as if, draw, we're not bothered. You know, we go home, we collect our wages. It's as if the players do not care anymore. And that's why, for me, people were saying to me I was negative on Tuesday, or was it Wednesday, when I said it was a poor performance. But they kept saying to me, but result, 1-1 draw. I said no, because bad habits don't change overnight. And this is what happened today. Bad habits again. Giving the ball away. Bad decision making. And for me, I'm sorry, man. Rashford and Shaw, they're done, man. We need to sell these guys. For me, I'm players out before manager in. I really, really am, mate. Get rid of half of these. If you told me Ralph Rangnick is staying in the summer, but we're going to get rid of about 10 players, I swear to you, I'll take it right now. I take it right now, bro. Because for me, half of these players are not good enough, mate. Half of these players putting their head down. I see Marcus Rashford almost leave the ball right in front of him to say, I don't want it. People are scared. And I'm looking at Luke Shaw, Sancho, I felt sorry for him. Nobody on the overlap to help him out. That's why I have to criticise Ralph Rangnick. He should have kept Tellers on. He showed off, man. He made a mistake. Shaw is not in form. Tellers had a good game. I seen Tellers look himself and it was like that. God, man, I had a good game. He was starting to build up a little relationship with Sancho. You thought some things are ticking on. Elanga's a bit bright. Ronaldo, what can I say, mate? I know what Ronaldo is. It's not the player anymore. We're trying something that there isn't there, I'll be honest with you. The Cavani thing's pissing me off because that could have been something. You know, you looked at the West Ham game. As much as Cavani is not having a great season, he changed the game in terms of that movement. He played it into Rashford, we score a goal. There's no options. Ronaldo, there's a lot of games, man. There's a lot of games, mate. But I see Ronaldo almost not move when, I think it was a Bruno had a shot, or was it? And then he's got to score. I know he hit off Elanga, but he's got to score. It's desperation, man. It really, the season is desperation, man. I'm losing the will to live because at the end of the day, it's the hope that kills you. And that's what United are doing to me every single time. You know, as a fan, yeah, people can say, you know, you're reactionary and, you know, certain things that you say, oh, after 2 wins, everyone's getting excited again. Because that's what you feel like. 2 games on the bounce, you think Elanga, fever, and then they lock you down with a performance like this today. We should have, that's why for me, the blame can't be on Ralph Rangnick. The game should have been done in the first half.
And that's not the first time that's happened. You know, you look at Southampton, that should have happened.
Yeah.
You look at Burnley, I know, VAR, whatever, but we should have done better. And when we don't get what we think we deserve, it just, the head goes and the momentum goes.
Momentum goes. We don't look the player, you know, the team that we should do. But I said it with these lot, man. Psychologically, these lot are checked out, mate. They're checked out for the season. They live off the good moments. They live off the vibes. And when it's time to get gritty, when it's time to work hard, when the pressure's there, they fall. And you know what, man? That's why for me, you can't have these players next season. You're putting Ten Hag or whoever's in manager next season, you're putting them out to dry, mate. Because then what can you work with? You're playing with players that are broken. These players are broken, Flex, man, because they haven't got it in them. When the pressure comes here, they haven't got that mentality. Leather dice, you know. Alex Ferguson used to have that. We used to have that in us, man. And slowly over these 10 years, this football club has broken, man. I'm seeing the megastore full, and I'm just like to myself, I just feel like to myself, like, when is this club going to change? When is the mentality going to change? And it's like, players are rewarded contracts. Players are said, oh, they're the best in the world. Players are given lucrative deals. For what, man? These players don't deserve this, man. Until they start performing and until they start delivering trophies here, we shouldn't be giving out contracts. Like, people are saying Fred and Dalot, you know, especially Fred, are giving a contract and all that. Wait till we understand where we're going as a football club before we start rewarding failure. Because that's what we do, man. And today, man, that was an epitome of today, of the whole season, and just that lack of belief, man. There's no belief in this team anymore. I'm looking at the game and I'm thinking, 81 minutes, the game's done. I said to the guy next to me, yeah, the game's done,
yeah,
man. I don't
just
see
felt
it.
we weren't.
You just felt it didn't feel like West Ham. It didn't. That's the problem with United. It's almost I feel like it's empty feeling about United. There isn't something that's there. It comes in kind of stages, and you're like, where do we go, man? And you know what, man? For me, we can credit Arsenal, but I think we've lost this top 4 race. You know what I mean? Arsenal have done well, and they've got games in hand. But for me, we've absolutely thrown this away. And for me, when you look at it, do these players deserve top 4? If you're being really honest with you, do Man United deserve top 4? And I'll be frankly honest, we don't. We don't, because we're not aspiring for greatness. There's no momentum. There's no kind of energy. It's like we have. I don't know. We're just like a washed Duracell. You know what I mean? Like we have that bit of energy, and then it goes away. And it's like, where is this football club going to go? You can't maintain it. And it's like, I'm just looking at this right now, and March is hell, mate. It's hell. Manchester derby. As much as we can say City, this and that, this is going to be crazy. We've got a good record at Etihad, but I swear to you, it's out the window, because mentality, they're just shot. All of them are shot. Then you've got Tottenham, Harry Kane, can you deal with that? Then you've got the likes of Liverpool away.
Atleti second leg.
Simeone's mentality will push Atletico to the edge. Rangnick, I don't think he's got the capability of doing that, because these players are broken. And how does he pick them? So, you know, we've given Ralph Rangnick time to do something here, but to be honest with you, you know what I mean, I don't think he can do anything, because at the end of the day, these players are broken. And I tell you what, mate, before Ten Hag or anyone comes in, there's about 10 players, seriously, you have to let them go, and you've got to start a major rebuild. If that means United are coming in about 3 years' time and we're slowly building, I'll be patient, because I know that the deadwood's out.
But you're saying we need to clear out.
We need to clear out, because you can bring a manager, you can go bring the best manager in the world, and if them players are still there, mate, I'm telling you now, mate, it's nothing happening. There's a bigger picture, of course, with the Glazers, but ultimately, there needs to be a recruitment strategy and get these players on big wages, Flex. They're on massive wages. And they're thinking that they're Ballon d'Ors, when reality the Championship players, I'll be really honest with you, some of these players, you know what I mean, they're not good enough for Man United. And it's United fans here right now, you've got to be honest with yourselves. These lot are not good enough, and we've got to, you know, this stand culture and this fan culture that where you can't criticise players, it has to stop, Flex. Seriously, you've got to look at these players and you've got to analyse them, assess them, and say, you know what, are they good enough to take Man United back to the promised land? Are they good enough to take Man United back to where we belong? And that's winning trophies, Flex. Bless. Oh, bro.